Hey YouTube, welcome back to a brand new video. We are only days away from the FLi Features release, which is probably one of the most anticipated cozy games in the last decade outside of Animal Crossing. But if you're new, and to give you a super quick insight, if you're into farming, crafting, fishing, monster hunting, cooking, battling, time traveling, terraforming, dragons, or just plain decorating, FLi Features is definitely for you. So today I thought it'd be fun to revisit this franchise as we approach its launch and explore everything you need to know about the game, including its features, as well as some things you should know in advance before buying, and celebrate a charming new world that I think a lot of Animal Crossing players will actually be jumping into. Now, FLi Features, the girl who steals time, is set to release May 21st cross-platform, including Nintendo Switch 1 and 2. However, there are options to play a couple of days early, but we'll cover that in more detail towards the end of the video. So if this sounds like your cup of tea and you want to learn more about what FLi Features offers, be sure to leave a like on the video, it helps out a bunch, and let's jump straight in. 14 lives. Now, the first thing to know about FLi Features is the game will play differently for everyone, as there are 14 lives to choose from that you will then play your own way. If you prefer combat, you can choose a life that leads you to battle. If you prefer the cozy life sim way, you can task yourself with exploring, treasure hunting, and gathering resources. If you prefer crafting, you can cook up a potion, make or create something. You get the idea. FLi Features is about the freedom to play and explore, and allows you to experience the vast open world from a variety of perspectives. Plus, you can switch your life anytime, allowing you to combine skills you've learned from each life along the way to help you through your journey. This game is huge, so you're probably going to want as many skills as you can learn. Terraforming and rebuilding. There's more to FLi Features than simply living a life. You start out your journey on a deserted, uncharted island. Sounds familiar, huh? Where you'll need to gather materials and rebuild the land from the ground up. Essentially, the idea is to revive the island and bring it back to life with a thriving community. It's deeper than that though. With the aid of time travel and the skills you learn through the life you choose, you'll gather resources in the past, helping you to shape the future. However, you won't be alone, and a super cool aspect of rebuilding this community is the ability to actually terraform the land and sculpt the terrain to your liking with the help of this adorable robot mechanic. Yep, FLi Features allows you to design and decorate the layout, customizing the entire landscape, placing items, designing infrastructure, building cliffs and waterfalls, gardens, farms, anything you think of, and helps you make your island your own. Time traveling. We've already touched on it, but a core part of FLi Features, the girl who steals time, is of course the element of time travel. It's your job to uncover the island's mysteries by traveling between the here and now and 1,000 years in the past. Doing so will allow you to uncover what happened, change things, and influence how your island takes shape, and essentially controlling your own destiny. Oh, and saving the world in the process. Crafting and gathering. Although FLi Features is an RPG, it's also a cozy life sim, and one feature you should know it has is the ability to simply craft, gather, and live at your own pace. Whether you want to spend your time farming and harvesting crops, or fishing as an angler, or treasure hunting and mining valuable ore, you can enjoy a variety of side quests and activities at your own leisure. You can do this for as long as you want, or sell the things you find, or use them to craft furniture or weapons, create art, mix potions, or cook meals. It's truly endless, actually. Decorate your home. Beyond restoring a once thriving island back to its roots, you'll be glad to know you can actually personalize your house any way you want and do something for yourself, which is of course something we've come to love in life sim games. You can place furniture, adjust the wallpaper, and update the floorboards even. Again, like the town, you can design your home any way you want that reflects your personality or the life you've chosen, and of course change it anytime, creating an environment that's right for you. For example, you can place things you've crafted, whether that's new furniture or a piece of artwork you've created. There's literally something for everyone. Vast open world. For the explorers out there, whether you enjoy following storylines or simply discovering things yourself, you'll be able to freely roam a huge continent any way you see fit. You can traverse the land of Ginormosia in a variety of ways, from tackling terrains, climbing cliffs, walking deserts, swimming lakes, you name it. You can even mount horses for those long distance trips. This is the biggest world yet in the Fantasy Life series, and this vast open world is filled with hidden treasures, rich environments, dungeons, monsters, and materials. And naturally, depending on the life you chose or how your adventure unfolds, you'll be able to explore it in a completely unique way. Battling. Before we get into the more technical stuff, we should probably quickly highlight the RPG battling aspect. Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time, does take place on an uncharted island that is of course swarmed with dangerous monsters that you'll need to tackle if you're following the storyline. But entering a battle face to face will be a breeze as a paladin or mercenary, for example. However, if like me you prefer defeating foes from a distance, a magician or hunter will conquer enemies just as easily. So no matter the life you've chosen, combat will be more fun than frustrating, so definitely an enjoyable RPG aspect for those more in tune with the life sim side of the game. It'll be fun, trust me. Character customization. Looping back around to a cozy feature of Fantasy Life I, we have none other than customization. It's possible to design your avatar or character down to the smallest details, including hair, eyes, outfits, and much more. What's more is you can do this at pretty much any point in the game, giving you complete control to express yourself along the way. And this is of course the perfect feature when switching your lives, for example. Companionships. No matter how you lead your life, whether you spend time farming or fighting monsters, you'll eventually come across mysterious objects called strangelings. Somehow it's possible for you to bring these back to life and forge everlasting bonds and companionships. And who knows, as you're taking on quests, designing the island, or bringing the community back to life, you may just reunite with long lost friends. Fantasy Life I has a diverse cast too, each with their own stories and personalities. So if nothing else, it'll be fun to get to know everyone. Infinite dungeons. A super cool aspect you should know is the ability to grow a treasure grove sapling. When planted, a treasure grove grows into a dungeon with limitless layouts. Basically, every time you clear the dungeon, it changes. Here you can take on enemies, hunt for treasure, or source rare materials. Plus, you can do this alone or with friends. And because the treasure grove does regenerate and changes its layouts whenever it's completed, it gives you endless replayability and something new to discover every time you enter. So the perfect balance for the cozy gamers out there like me who love exploring. Multiplayer and cross-save. Moving on to some more technical stuff now, Fantasy Life I is a cross-platform game, not only releasing on multiple consoles including the Nintendo Switch, but it's possible to play your save cross-platform as well as play with friends cross-platform, which is really cool. The big takeaway from this, however, is that you can play online with up to 4 friends no matter what platform they're on, although you will need online subscriptions for these said platforms, such as Nintendo Switch Online for example. And as an added bonus for the Switch users out there, it's possible to play local 2-player co-op on a single Nintendo Switch as long as you have 2 controllers. This will be great if you fancy some help gathering materials or taking on tough enemies. Now there are actually 2 versions of Fantasy Life I, the standard version and the deluxe version. In short, the deluxe version has the Snapdragon mount, some exclusive weapons, and some outfit packs. You should know that if you plan to cross-save your data between a deluxe and a standard version, the deluxe items won't carry over. I don't think many people will actually be doing this because it does require buying 2 versions, but it's something worth noting nevertheless. Also, if you do buy the deluxe version, you will have early access to the game from May 18th on every platform except Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. Now something you should know is Fantasy Life I is of course coming to Nintendo Switch, but is receiving a Nintendo Switch 2 upgrade patch in the future. The release date for this hasn't been announced yet, but is set to increase the resolution of the game along with better frame rates, which altogether will improve the visuals and performance of the game when playing on a Nintendo Switch 2. Naturally, this upgrade will come at a cost, so I guess watch this space for more details. So there we have it, that's pretty much everything you need to know about what kind of game Fantasy Life is, and some of the stuff you should know leading up to the launch of the game, especially on Switch. I've barely scratched the surface here though, with what the lives offer, the areas of the open world, the enemies, the furniture, the quests, and so much more, but hopefully this is a good introduction leading up to the release. If you made it to this point in the video, be sure to post Island in the comments and let me know your first impressions of Fantasy Life I, the Girl Who Steals Time, and whether or not this game interests you. I'd love to know. Thank you so much to the patrons and channel members for supporting this content. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.